Tank is done. Tank is hung him up. They shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up. He done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solar, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that.
The boxing world is focused on one big question right now. Has Gervonta "Tank" Davis reached the end of his run? Once celebrated as boxing's biggest attraction, viewed as Floyd Mayweather's successor, and known for his knockout power and massive pay-per-view success, his image has clearly shifted. Recent legal troubles, avoiding the toughest opponents, and a slow, uninspiring showing against Lamont Roach have caused fans to seriously doubt his passion and direction, raising real concerns that his dominance in the sport may be fading faster than anyone expected.
I'm gonna do like this for y'all. Y'all think it ain't no love over here. We'll put the quiet on here.
You know what I'm saying? How did y'all meet?
Hold on. Okay. I want to say something too.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people, they want me and this dude
Let's get this clear.
to be in beef. They want us to be, you know what I'm saying, going at it on Twitter because we young, you know what I'm saying? We handsome, flashy, light-skinned dudes, you know what I'm saying? We getting a lot of money and we doing some big things, and it's only the sky's the limit for both of us, all 3 of us, for real. So, you know, they want us to be, but you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep on winning, keep on getting money, and keep doing what we supposed to.
And ain't no way that's gonna happen with an OG in this corner and I'm OG in this corner here, and never in the future. It ain't gonna never happen. It's business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
How did y'all meet?
Got some greatness around here.
How did y'all meet?
Devin was fired. How old you was?
No, like, young, yeah, 14.
But I already knew about Devin a long time ago because he was in the amateurs. You know what I mean? Beating everybody up and shit like that. Now he turned pro. You know what I mean?
If y'all play it right, it's a 9-figure fight, though. Y'all play this shit right.
Here you go. Here you
I'm
go.
being 100. 100 with y'all. I want y'all to make money.
This story is about to take a turn, so let's break it down. 4 years, Gervonta Davis earned his name as one of boxing's most dangerous knockout fighters, a man who could stop opponents across the 130 to 135-pound divisions. Each punch carried real threat, and every fight felt like a major event. Fans drew comparisons to Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather labeled him the future of the sport, and Tank fully leaned into his image as the most intimidating force in the lightweight division.
Say this, the most exciting fighter that's acting and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta "Tank" Davis. When Gervonta "Tank" Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda. You couldn't go get no candy. You don't want to miss nothing.
But lately, that presence has clearly faded, with the fire, motivation, and ruthless edge that once defined him no longer showing up the way fans were used to seeing.
The right decision was made. It's just that it's a damn shame that he gets to lean on the letter of the law, and the state of Nevada and the parole committee had to lean on the letter of the law because he's somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserved to be under the jail.
Instead of news about a massive upcoming fight, the attention has shifted to legal issues, court appearances, and growing doubts about where his focus really is. For many fans, it feels like boxing has taken a back seat, especially after Tank became involved in yet another domestic violence case at a time when his career should have been his only priority.
Welcome back. Champion boxer Gervonta "Tank" Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations.
Reports soon emerged describing a troubling incident that unsettled his supporters and strengthened the growing belief that Tank is struggling to manage his life outside the ring.
Tank Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Just get your... That's it, basically. Just shit, you don't hit women, man.
This also wasn't an isolated incident, as his history includes multiple arrests and charges ranging from public altercations to hit-and-run cases, and each time he seemed to shrug it off and return to boxing as if nothing happened. This time, though, the reaction has been different, with fans and analysts openly saying enough is enough, questioning how anyone can be considered the best in the sport while spending more time dealing with courtrooms than fully committing to training and competition.
Yeah, Man, I just want to say to let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. The judge is, she locked me up because basically I bought a property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
To the home detention people. I listened to everybody to the T. She's mad that I bought a property. That's why I'm sitting in jail. She said that I shouldn't have. She wanted me to be in an apartment, a one-bed apartment. You know what I mean? And I couldn't even, you know what I mean, take that. You know what I mean? She wanted me to stay in a one-bed apartment, couldn't have my kids and nothing to come visit me and things like that. I just want to spread light on this situation because I feel as though she's taking advantage of me. She could.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
And she's doing stuff that's not right. I mean, I feel as though I don't know if she's advantage of or not, but the things that she's doing right now is not right. You know what I mean? I feel as though I need to share on this situation.
Then came the Lamont Roach fight, which was meant to be Tank's loud comeback and a chance to shut down all the criticism, but it turned into something nobody expected. Instead of a dominant performance, he looked slow, flat, and disconnected, while Roach showed sharpness and confidence that made Tank appear ordinary for the first time. Fans were stunned when Tank was forced to take a knee, a moment that spread instantly online and symbolized a bigger issue, because this didn't look like the feared knockout machine or the division's boogeyman. It looked like a fighter whose edge, focus, and control were slipping away.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on?
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than But I didn't really know that you can get disqualified for all that, or when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
The fight was ruled a majority draw, but for many people it felt more like a defeat, with Roach leaving the ring more respected and Tank leaving with serious questions around him. In one night, his name quietly slipped out of pound-for-pound talks, and the buzz for matchups against fighters like Shakur or Haney disappeared, replaced by fans calling for responsibility, focus, and real answers about where his career is headed.
This is my opinion. Sure. It was a great fight. It was a close fight. Depending on what they do with that decision of taking the knee, depending if the commission reverses the decision, or I think the draw was meant to be. So I like the draw. No, if you take the knee, man, if you take the knee in the 90s or in 2000, you're taking the point off. That's the bottom line. You're taking the point off. I don't know what happened with the referee. Maybe he was a little starstruck. Maybe he was a little, because he loves Tank. He loves New York. He loves the big lights. The referee with the eyes, he's like, a point should be deducted if you take a knee. It's a fact. It's in the rule book, right? The fact that they didn't take it away, then that's where the controversy is, right? It's not, look, did Gervonta get hit? Was he dazed? Who knows? Only he knows. But what I saw, when you take a knee, that's an automatic point. That's just the rule. This is not basketball. This is not, this is not basketball where, wait, hold on, my ankle hurts. Hold on, let me take a timeout. You don't take timeouts in boxing. It just doesn't happen. Whether he had something in his eye or not, you have to fight. There's 3 minutes to fight. So if you take a knee, if you go to your corner, the rules are the rules. And I don't know what New York is gonna settle on, but the rules are the rules.
What made things even worse is that, instead of stepping up for a rematch to show the draw was just a fluke, Tank has avoided the fight entirely. He seems unwilling to face Roach again, likely knowing another loss could seriously damage his legacy. That's when fans started to see the truth. Tank isn't focused on proving himself or chasing greatness anymore. He's chasing big paydays.
First off, the rematch, yes, it don't look like it's happening. that's just to, you know, put it out there and be transparent with everyone, because that's the only question I get 10 times a day, maybe even more. So, you know, that's what it is, and that's what it's looking like. Again, we still haven't heard from his camp, like specifically when it comes to the business. So, you know, it is what it is. As far as my future, man, we moving on. We can't just sit around and drag our feet. But there has been some recent news that, you know, his charges got dismissed in Florida.
That's good news. But does that open up the possibility for talks to reopen, Champ, or are you gonna move on for the time being and maybe revisit this later? What's the general feeling with you and your camp?
I mean, like I said, we're not going to sit and wait. I think their best bet is to, you know what I'm saying, try to structure something. If not, you know, we're gonna move forward. We don't have time to be, it's not like we're the cash cow, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but do you think he even wants to fight you?
Honestly, no.
That brings us to the most frustrating part. Tank is now chasing a fight with Jake Paul, a YouTuber who's made his name by taking on former MMA fighters and celebrities rather than elite, world-class boxers.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
Now, don't get me wrong. Jake Paul knows how to draw attention and sell fights, but for someone like Gervonta Davis, a fighter once hailed as boxing's future, taking this matchup feels more embarrassing than impressive.
Say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that, and he called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
Fans recognize it for what it really is, a straight-up money grab. Tank sees the huge payday and the massive attention Jake brings, but when it comes to legacy or true competition, it means nothing. Moves like this signal that boxing has become more about business than the sport itself, and right now, that's exactly how Tank comes across.
I want to talk about, just because I'm curious, so you see a lot of athletes announce retirement and then come back, or announce retirement and then don't retire. How realistic is this?
It's real.
Has it changed? Have you been have you had any thoughts like, maybe I was tripping a bit?
Yeah, I do be having those thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also too, I want to get myself together though.
Which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together, like not retire, but take a break, you know. But the only thing is, well, I ain't gonna lie. I done already made a promise. To Al, like, we out of it type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I can stick around and I will help people and guide people, but as far as like me competing, I don't really want to do it. It's like other stuff I need to work on, you know? Like being more there for my kids, going to school, you know, just building myself up as a person, you know what I mean? As a great human being. That's what I'm focused on.
But here's the kicker, it might not even be about Jake Paul. Even before the Roach fight, Tank was hinting at retirement, posting cryptic messages, and openly questioning how much longer he wanted to keep fighting. Think about that, an undefeated fighter at his peak, still one of boxing's biggest stars, already talking about quitting. That's not typical, it's a clear sign he mentally checked out long before stepping into the ring with Lamont Roach.
I ain't really trying to be in this too much longer. That's the answer right there for you.
How old are you now? 28?
28.
Yeah. How much longer are you expecting to do it?
Once I get them guys out of there, I'm gone.
Is that right? Let's say like 30-ish, something like that? Why do you want to get out so soon?
I want to just help people that's coming behind me. I feel as though that's more important. Future.
Is that why you got Lamont Peterson and Anthony on this card?
They was before me, but they're trying to do my good deeds. I feel as though it's something that is installed in me. There's loyalty. I feel as though that's something that people missing out here. I feel as though if you're in a position to help somebody, help them for the right.
After that draw, the criticism, and the shock of looking vulnerable on a global stage, retirement now seems closer than ever. Even fellow fighters are speaking up. Claressa Shields, one of the sport's greatest and a close friend of Tank, said it plainly. He needs therapy. Not more training, not another fight, not a tune-up, real therapy that addresses the deeper issues. Those closest to him recognize that this struggle goes far beyond boxing.
Are you retiring?
What changed? What made you? It's trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like like say you got to walk today.
It's really about Gervonta Davis as a person. His mental health struggles, lack of focus, and personal anger are all catching up to him. And honestly, Clarissa might be right. Maybe Tank needs time away from the ring to work on himself, because the fighter we're seeing now doesn't look like a champion. He looks like someone who doesn't even want to be there. That's the hardest part to accept, because Tank Davis should have been remembered as one of the greatest lightweights in history.
We can debate the top fighter in the world pound for pound. We can do that. What we cannot do is debate who's the most exciting fighter, who's the biggest box office attraction in boxing. That would happen to be Gervonta Davis. We just got to accept it. I think that Frank Martin is a talented fighter. He'll make some things happen down the line in the future, but we'll never look at him the same after that destruction. Not to say that we won't respect him, but we'll never look at him the same because he got destroyed by Gervonta Davis. And that's no shame, that's no slouch, but damn, still in all, if you get destroyed, you get destroyed. Gervonta Davis is the #1 box office attraction. Who I want to see him against next is Shakur Stevenson. I don't want to see him against Devin Haney because Devin Haney has proven to me that he's not a good punch taker. I want to see Gervonta Davis in the ring with somebody perceived as having enough power to put him on the canvas too. That's what I want to see.
A man who once dominated multiple divisions, built a lasting legacy, and carried boxing into a new era now risks being remembered for the opposite, someone who let it all slip away. The fighter who couldn't manage life outside the ring, avoided real challenges inside it, and seemed more focused on social media attention and quick paydays than securing his place in history. We've seen it happen before, fighters with immense talent who couldn't overcome their personal demons. Right now, Tank looks like he might be next.
There we go again. That's why I don't do interviews anymore, because they always take my word and misconstrue it. You know what I'm saying? When we was talking about individuals, we wasn't talking about nobody specific, and we wasn't talking about Tank. Tank is my baby. Tank, Kenny said, out of 100, 2 of them love you. That's one of them that do love you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing I don't want. He's a grown man, and he has the right to make the grown man decisions that he wants. So let's get that. Put that up. Everybody's snatching something and don't even have a clue. And that's what I was saying about social media. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hear a person say it out their mouth, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. I love all my fighters, but I'm just trying to tell them, man, I'm not getting younger. I'm getting older. I'm getting to a point in my life that is just getting on my nerves that they don't appreciate the work that we are putting in. Appreciate. Show up for the coach. Be on time. That is stuff I'm talking about.
Stop this narrative about Tank not paying their account. Each and every time I worked that corner with Tank, Tank took care of me. And he's going to continue to take care of me. Tank is family for life.
Yeah.
It wasn't you that started the Southpaw. They started a couple years ago with the Vegas Rat. But in Baltimore, we don't count other men's pockets. I don't give he's a billionaire. I'm not counting his pockets.
So, is it over for Gervonta Davis? Is this truly the end? Right now, it really feels that way. Between the legal troubles, fading passion, the draw with Lamont Roach, avoiding a rematch, the Jake Paul spectacle, and hints of retirement, it seems like Tank might be running on empty.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than like Floyd. Like if I'm on my game. I take that back. Probably hand in hand. But skill wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. No.
But what's your take? Is Gervonta Davis really finished with boxing, or is there still one last comeback left in him? Share your thoughts below. This could be the biggest discussion in the sport right now. And as always, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next video.